Hold on to your seats, because this one makes the Kardashians look like a Sunday brunch with zero drama. Blueface has just sent shockwaves through the internet, and it isn't because he dropped another song or a flexing video. No, this time, he's reportedly gotten Jaidyn Alexis pregnant, and the reactions are louder than a fireworks show at a Beyoncé concert. Fans are screaming, blogs are sprinting, and TikTok practically exploded like someone just whispered chaos into a blender. But wait, the plot thickens. Hazel E has officially stepped in to back Chrisean Rock, throwing her full weight behind the woman at the center of the storm. That's right. While the internet is gasping over the baby news, another drama volcano erupted, sending fans into emotional cardiac arrest. This isn't just gossip. This isn't rumor. This is primetime chaos with a side of theatrical meltdown, and it's streaming live in every comment section. People are asking the hard questions. Did Blueface plan this? Is Jaidyn Alexis the only person involved? Where does Chrisean fit in? And most importantly, how did Hazel E just add gasoline to a fire that was already nuclear? By the end of this video, you'll understand why this scandal isn't just trending, it's rewriting the rules of celebrity chaos in 2025. Because when babies, alliances, and betrayals collide in the hip-hop world, the internet doesn't scroll, it panics. From the moment the rumor broke that Blueface allegedly got Jaidyn Alexis pregnant, the internet didn't just react, it imploded. Fans slammed their phones down, blogs exploded with clickbait, and even casual lurkers started acting like forensic investigators with PhDs in celebrity chaos. The story didn't creep into timelines quietly. It burst in with the subtlety of a fireworks display inside a gas station. And everyone immediately turned to the biggest twist. Hazel E is now backing Chrisean Rock, making this mess exponentially more combustibly. The news leaked via social media posts, screenshots, and cryptic tweets that people instantly assumed were authentic. One insider supposedly said, "This is bigger than anything Blueface has done publicly before," and the internet took that as gospel. Within minutes, hashtags were trending. Hashtag Blueface baby drama, hashtag Jaidyn pregnant, hashtag Hazel E Chrisean. And the creative hashtag hip hop explodes 20 to 5. People were analyzing old videos, looking for hints of this unfolding scandal, and questioning everything they thought they knew about all parties involved. Blueface naturally didn't help matters by staying partially cryptic online. His posts were so vague that fans could interpret them in a dozen ways, each more dramatic than the last. People swore they caught hidden messages in his stories. Some claimed he dropped subtle admissions in interviews months ago. Others claimed this pregnancy scandal had been brewing quietly since last summer. The chaos was almost poetic. Meanwhile, Hazel E's public statements threw even more fuel onto the fire. She praised Chrisean, called out haters, and reminded everyone that women in these situations often get unfairly vilified. Of course, the internet immediately spun her words as a direct attack on Blueface, Jaidyn, and anyone else remotely associated with the scandal. Fans weren't debating, they were drafting memes, reaction videos, and threads longer than a graduate thesis on celebrity drama. Old receipts resurfaced. Screenshots from DM leaks, archived Instagram posts, and now deleted Twitter threads were analyzed frame by frame. One clip from earlier this year showed Chrisean arguing with someone, and suddenly it was being interpreted as foreshadowing this new explosion. Every nuance, every expression, every emoji was scrutinized like it held the key to unraveling the entire scandal. Blogs and YouTube channels joined the frenzy immediately. Titles like Blueface's shocking move and Hazel E defends Chrisean. What it really means flooded feeds, each more sensational than the last. Fans were already predicting emotional breakdowns, confrontations, and possibly diss tracks. And yes, someone somewhere was already editing a TikTok mashup of every clip, song, and reaction, with dramatic music to maximize emotional damage. Blueface's social media silence, partial clarity, and cryptic captions only amplified speculation. People wondered if he was ready to issue a formal statement, deny the pregnancy, or drop receipts exposing another layer of drama. The uncertainty fed the chaos like adding dry spaghetti to an already boiling pot of oil. Every hour without clarity made rumors grow taller, faster, and messier. Meanwhile, Jaidyn Alexis became a viral focal point. Fans and critics alike combed through her posts for evidence, screenshots, and clues about her relationship with Blueface. Every smile, every story, every old video became a potential piece of the puzzle. People were turning casual vacation pics into proof, arguing over timestamps, and creating diagrams of possible timelines. It was absurd, unhinged, and absolutely perfect for internet hysteria. And then the alliances began to matter. Hazel E backing Chrisean wasn't just a comment, it was a signal. Suddenly, Chrisean was no longer just the woman in the middle. She became a figure of sympathy and defense in a chaos narrative. While Blueface and Jaidyn faced relentless scrutiny, fans started taking sides not just online, but in DMs, text chains, and group chats everywhere. It felt like a digital version of the Wild West, except the guns were memes and screenshots. By the end of the first wave, the public realized this was no longer just a pregnancy story. It was a full-blown, multi-layered scandal, combining relationships, social media manipulation, celebrity alliances, and decades of unresolved drama. And every new detail only made it clearer that the chaos wasn't slowing down, it was accelerating, heading straight toward an even bigger eruption. Once the first wave of Blueface and Jaidyn Alexis news hit, the internet didn't just react, it leveled up. Fans were losing it across every platform simultaneously, posting reaction videos, editing clips with dramatic music, and theorizing timelines like they were criminal investigators piecing together a heist. Every post, every cryptic emoji, and every old photo suddenly became potential evidence. The chaos wasn't a trend, it was a full-blown digital storm. Celebrities quickly joined the drama. Tokyo Toni hopped on a live screaming her interpretation of the situation, making points nobody understood but everyone reacted to. Tamar Braxton posted a cryptic "pray for all involved" tweet, and suddenly the comment section exploded into 500 separate theories. Even Offset liked a post implying drama, and people assumed it was an endorsement of one side, throwing him unwittingly into the narrative. Hazel E's defense of Chrisean only intensified things, prompting debates, counter-memes, and conspiracy threads that looked like college theses. The memes reached a fever pitch. TikTok creators stitched together Blueface's posts, Jaidyn's Instagram stories, and old Chrisean clips with dramatic audio overlays. Screenshots were zoomed in like crime scene photos. Every eyebrow raise, every smile, every offhand comment was analyzed as though it carried encoded messages. Some fans even theorized that Blueface had orchestrated the whole leak as a stunt, while others accused Chrisean of manipulating social media to frame him. Nobody had proof, but everyone had an opinion, and opinions spread faster than fire on dry grass. Meanwhile, YouTube channels were uploading breakdowns faster than servers could refresh. Titles like "Blueface Pregnancy Shocker Exposed" and "Hazel E Defends Chrisean." Everything you miss saturated feeds. Reaction videos popped up every 15 minutes, each offering a new theory, and some commenters were already predicting diss tracks, confrontations, and live-streamed rants. The online discussion was no longer casual, it became a full-blown spectator sport, and everyone was trying to get front row seats. Blueface's cryptic posts didn't help. Every vague caption, sideways glance in a photo, or mysterious emoji fueled further speculation. Some claimed he was dropping subtle admissions. Others argued he was signaling for a coordinated reveal. Every hour of silence or partial clarity only amplified the frenzy. Fans, bloggers, and influencers treated every post like breaking news, dissecting angles and context with borderline obsessive precision. The story's escalation hit another level when old receipts from 2023 resurfaced. Clips of Chrisean arguing, clips of her laughter in awkward contexts, and deleted Instagram posts were shared as evidence of her involvement in past chaos. Fans speculated these incidents explained the current drama, creating layers of interpretation that blurred lines between reality and theory. Twitter threads ran into the hundreds of comments, with fans playing digital detective to connect every possible ... Then the alliances intensified. Hazel E's backing of Chrisean became a lightning rod. Supporters of Chrisean rallied behind her with hashtags, fan edits, and meme compilations, while critics doubled down on Blueface and Jaidyn. Social media became a battlefield, with each side posting evidence, screenshots, and interpretations like it was a war of truth, loyalty, and clout. Comment sections became arenas for debate, conflict, and occasional chaos-driven comedy, adding to the frenzy. Influencers speculated on motives. Some argued Blueface's actions were strategic, designed to manipulate public opinion. Others claimed Chrisean had orchestrated a subtle media spin. A few theorized that Hazel E's involvement signaled behind-the-scenes power moves. Everyone was offering insider opinions, whether they had information or not, turning every post into a mini viral courtroom. At the same time, the scandal took a personal turn. Fans debated Jaidyn Alexis' reactions and her role in the situation. Every post she made was scrutinized, every comment analyzed, and every picture considered potential evidence. People connected her social media activity to Blueface's posts, creating intricate timelines that were part detective work, part overzealous fan speculation. By the end of Part 02, the public realized the story had evolved far beyond a simple pregnancy reveal. It had grown into a multi-layered spectacle involving relationships, celebrity alliances, leaked history, and social media warfare. Every post, comment, and cryptic message added fuel to a narrative that refused to settle. The drama wasn't just ongoing, it was mutating, expanding into a complex web of alliances, suspicions, and viral hysteria. The internet was fully invested. They weren't just watching, they were living it. As the dust from the chaos settled, the real aftermath of the Blueface Jaidyn Alexis pregnancy revelation began to hit. The drama had transcended social media gossip and became a full-blown cultural moment. Fans weren't just talking about the scandal anymore. They were debating the ethics, the alliances, and the future reputations of everyone involved. Chrisean Rock, previously just a participant in 2023 chaos, now stood at the epicenter, elevated by Hazel E's defense. Yet scrutinized for her past choices, the silence from Chrisean's camp only amplified speculation. Every hour without a response was treated as confirmation that there was more to the story than anyone knew. Her supporters rallied, posting hashtags like #ProtectChrisEan and #HazelEBCKSHer, while critics dissected her social media history to find patterns, motives, and inconsistencies. The online discourse became both sympathetic and savage, reflecting the duality of celebrity culture. People love to defend, but just as eagerly want to condemn. Blueface's reputation also hung in the balance. His fans celebrated him, while detractors lambasted his behavior, questioning his timing, responsibility, and intentions. The alleged pregnancy wasn't just a personal issue. It became a public narrative about accountability, maturity, and celebrity influence. Social media acted as both jury and media outlet, magnifying minor details into explosive talking points. Each post, tweet, and story added layers to a scandal already saturated with tension. Meanwhile, Jaidyn Alexis found herself under intense public scrutiny. Every social media post, interaction, and past statement was analyzed to determine her involvement, mindset, and influence over the situation. Fans debated whether she was a victim, a co-conspirator, or merely a bystander caught in celebrity crossfire. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary threads ran rampant, keeping her in the public eye while amplifying the pressure she faced. Hazel E's support of Chrisean shifted the public perception significantly. Some saw it as a bold act of loyalty, while others interpreted it as an intentional escalation, adding fuel to the fire. Her defense reframed Chrisean not as a villain, but as someone targeted by social media narratives, reminding viewers that public image and truth rarely align in celebrity culture. The conversation became layered, dissecting interpersonal relationships, loyalty, and power within the hip-hop community. The scandal also triggered industry-wide discussion. Blogs, podcasts, and YouTube channels dissected every angle, from Blueface's decisions to Chrisean's alleged history of manipulation to Hazel E's role as an advocate. Comment sections and forums exploded with theories, fan alliances, and impassioned arguments, showing that the story had transcended entertainment. It had become a case study in viral celebrity influence and audience psychology. Public outrage and curiosity collided. Fans demanded transparency, proof, and accountability from all parties, while media outlets struggled to balance sensationalism with factual reporting. The pressure on Blueface, Chrisean, and Jaidyn intensified daily, with the public interpreting silence, statements, or cryptic posts as confirmation of guilt or innocence. Every move was scrutinized like a chessboard, where a single wrong step could dramatically shift public opinion. By the time the scandal had fully permeated social media, its consequences were clear. Relationships, reputations, and alliances were permanently altered. Blueface's image as a controversial yet playful rapper became more complex, while Chrisean's persona shifted from a reality TV troublemaker to a figure embroiled in a moral and emotional narrative. Hazel E gained recognition for taking a public stand, positioning herself as a voice of loyalty and advocacy in an otherwise chaotic celebrity landscape. Yet even as the dust settled, the story remained unfinished. Fans continued to speculate on what had truly happened behind the scenes in 2023, how the pregnancy affected personal and professional relationships, and what additional revelations might emerge. Social media remained alert, ready for the next development, the next video, or the next post that could reignite the frenzy. In the end, one fact was undeniable: this scandal wasn't a fleeting trend. It had rewritten the dynamics between Blueface, Jaidyn Alexis, Chrisean Rock, and Hazel E, leaving a ripple effect across fan bases, celebrity networks, and social media culture itself. The drama, lessons, and consequences would linger far beyond the initial revelation. And while some questions remain unanswered, one truth is crystal clear: when babies, celebrity alliances, and public exposure collide, the internet doesn't just watch, it becomes part of the story. And just like that, we've reached the end of a scandal so messy, so explosive, and so ridiculously entertaining that even Zeus Network would need a fire extinguisher just to survive the internet fallout. If you made it through this breakdown without screaming at your screen, refreshing your feed every 10 seconds, or questioning your life choices, congratulations! You're officially certified chaos ready with a PhD in celebrity drama analysis. Because this wasn't just a story. This was a digital hurricane, a reality TV-level catastrophe, and a lesson in what happens when Blueface, Jaidyn Alexis, and Hazel E collide. So before you scroll away like nothing happened, smash that like button like it owes you money. Crush that subscribe button harder than Blueface's reputation just got shook. And ring that notification bell until it files a restraining order. Drop your wildest theories in the comments. The logical, the unhinged, the I swear this is true but it sounds crazy ones. I'm reading everything, especially the late night takes typed at 3 a.m. by people who clearly have no sleep but maximum opinions. Because here at Celeb Insanity, we don't just report drama, we magnify it, dissect it, and throw it back into the spotlight screaming. Every leaked clip, every shady post, every alliance and revelation gets the treatment it deserves. And trust me, with Blueface, Jaidyn Alexis, and Hazel E stirring this 2023 scandal, the next twist is already loading like a digital missile, ready to obliterate timelines and crash the algorithm again. So stay tuned, stay loud, and stay dangerously curious. Because if the internet has learned anything from this chaos, truth doesn't whisper, it roars. And Celeb Insanity makes sure you hear it first. Celeb Insanity, where scandals scream louder than the celebrities themselves.